Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 23 October 2025, Thursday night at 9. It must be time for a knife sale on the Apostle P channel, and a knife sale we shall have. Before we get into the thick of it, and it's very thick, let's do a little bit of housekeeping as usual. First off, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale, which I will post on the screen for you in just a moment. I will also print them in the description underneath this video so you can peruse them at your leisure. And especially if you're new, be familiar with them and know what they say. It'll make your purchase experience go much more smoothly if you do. Also in the description above the terms of the sale, you're going to see 3 links to previous videos on this channel. The first one is entitled A Primer for Buyers, and it is a 38-minute expanded explanation of the terms of the sale. So if you'd like to participate, you have that way to familiarize yourself with how things work and why on this sale every Thursday night. The second link pertains to you if you're interested in using this sales vehicle to move along some of your collection. It's called FAQs for Consignors, and as the title would indicate, it explains how this all works from the consignor's perspective. So give that a look if you need to unload some of your cutlery. The third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the TheApostleP Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. That one explains how much it costs and how you get me your stuff and how you pay for it if you want to have knives sharpened. It is a pretty good time to send stuff in to be sharpened right now. Backlog is under 3 weeks. So yeah, stop using those dull knives, send them on in, and let's get them operating as designed. So in that description, you'll have those 3 links at the top. You'll have the terms of the sale in the middle, and at the bottom, you will see the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps down the left side, pricing down the right. In the pricing column, you will generally see 2 numbers. The one to the left of the slash is the price of your knife as shown in the video. Price on the right as sharpened by the TheApostleP Knife Service. There will be next day sharpening this week for the first 4 knives purchased to be sharpened. They will ship tomorrow the 24th with all of the as shown inventory. If you want your knife sharp though, and it doesn't make it into those first 4, not to worry, it'll ship in less than 3 weeks. Now if you see the word sold in lieu of a price for any given item, that means it's been bought and paid for by its new owner. So no need to send an "I'll take it" or an inquiry about any item marked sold, all caps, exclamation point. I believe that's it for the housekeeping portion of tonight's video. Let's get the terms up on the screen for you, and we'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up, we have a passel of leftovers from last week that will be priced extremely aggressively. The first one comes in a Civivi pouch, although it is not a Civivi knife. It's from Urban EDC. It is their model F5.5. This looks like it's got a little Vox going on as far as a design philosophy. It is a carbon fiber handled titanium liner lock knife that rides on ball bearings, opens with a hole. Bladed in L-Max. That blade is 2 7/8 inches in length. The handle's 4 1/16. It appears to have full nested titanium liners and a gear pattern titanium backspacer that houses the lanyard hole. Pocket clip would be deep carry tip up, right hand only. There is your lock engagement, and I didn't look, does it? I don't think it's got an insert. I don't think. Might just be a titanium interface. Let's see, the action's beautiful, the lockup is beautiful. The centering is as well. We'll call it near mint to like new, no box. This model currently available online from your favorite Urban EDC retailer for $275. Sold listings on eBay between $212 and $250, so they're not exactly cold. We ran this one last week at $195, got no takers, dropped it to $175 for the weekend. It's still here. Let's go $160 this week like it is. $185 with my edge. The F5.5 in carbon fiber and LMAX from Urban EDC. Next, we have a wee pouch that doesn't house a wee knife. Instead, that pouch will contain your Vero Engineering Axon liner lock, scaled in black canvas micarta. I promise it's black. It'll take a little hand oil and a little use to make it give up its fuzz and turn black. Beautiful milled titanium, very nicely integrated right-hand tip-up pocket clip. The knife is a front flipper. Well, it's better than that. Come on, Rob. I can't front flip. At least not all knives. Anyway, it opens just fine. The blade is M390. It's sort of a sheep's foot cleaver kind of thing. Nice satin everywhere. Horizontal on the flats, vertical on the swedge and the primary bevel. Blade length is 3.5. The handle's 4.5. It is a titanium liner lock, and this one is definitely a steel inserted interface, locking up right at 50%. Serial number is 1395 right there on the bottom of the blade tang. Lockup is rock solid. Ball bearings are silky smooth. They feel like ceramic. I don't know if they are. Centering is perfect. We'll call this near mint to like new, no box. This model currently available new at your favorite Vero retailer for $310 web retail. We ran this one last week at $225, didn't sell. Went to $200 for the weekend. Still here. Let's go. $190 on this one this week. $215 if you'd like it with my edge. The Axon liner lock in black canvas from Vero. Next up, we have a Vosteed pouch. Inside the pouch comes a Kershaw knife. The 2053 Kindred. Scaled in black hard anodized aluminum. It is a button lock knife. Manual action. Pocket clip, deep carry tip up, and I believe, is it? Yes, it is. Ambidextrous. Opens with thumb studs. Rides on ball bearings, I think. Solid lockup once the button gets fully extended. D2 blade, full flat ground, spear point, 3 inches in length, 4 3/16 inch handle. Centering is beautiful. Condition we'll call near mint to like new, no box. This model is currently available for a Kershaw map price or web retail of $55. You probably have to pay tax and postage at that low price level. We offered this one last week at $40, shipped priority mail, did not sell. Went to $35 for the weekend. Still here. Your price this week, $30 like it is $50 with my edge. And guys, we're in holiday season postage rates right now. That $30 will include $12.60 of priority mail postage. So you're paying, I believe, $17.40 for the knife plus postage. So $30 like it is $50 sharpened on the Kindred from Kershaw. Next up, this is probably the steal of the sale. It's from Chris Reeve, and the box lid says it's a small Nkosi inlay. The inlay material is natural canvas micarta. The blade is S35 VN. Here's your birth card. It is a Tonto point. It is hardened to the later, harder hardness spec for S35. Born April 28th of 2021. So here is the little Tonto small Nkosi. You will see that it's got some snail trails up around the pivot. The inlays kind of protect the back part of the knife. You'll see a little bit of carry wear on the clip. Honest CRK wear. The original lanyard is untied in the box. It does ship with no blue cloth, just so you know. Here's your blade. It's a Tonto. It has been sharpened, not horribly. There's your lock engagement. So given the ceramic ball interface, I would have guessed that contact point is at about 35%. Lockup is rock solid. Got that hydraulic Chris Reeve action. Is it flickable? Yeah, it is. Not free dropper though. Centering is right where you'd expect it to be. We'll call it very good in box. Currently available if you want to order one from Chris Reeve, because I don't think there are any in stock at retailers. It'll run you $525, boys. We ran this one last week at $350, did not sell, dropped it to $325 for the weekend. Still here. Your price this week, $305 like it is, $330 with my edge on that Tonto blade. That is the small Nkosi Tonto in natural canvas from Chris Reeve. Next, it's Protech time, guys. I really don't know why this knife didn't sell last week. You got your original box with no sleeve. It is for Tactical Response, the old James Yeager organization. It's the TR2, but it's a special TR2. PT20 designates Protech's 20th anniversary, so it's a special edition. I don't know if it was limited in production, but it marks the 20th anniversary of Protech. These were made in 2019. And it has the acid wash finish black handle with holes and an acid wash and satin blade. Pretty cool, I think. And I know it's a TR series Protech, but it's got a little Emerson vibe, I think. But anyway, you'll see some very slight trails in that hard anodized finish on the aluminum. There's your blade with that sort of bi-finish, satin flat, acid stonewash bevels. Nice spear point and 154 cm. 3 1/16 blade, 4.5 handle. Pocket clip is right hand, tip up deep carry. Rock solid Protech lockup. Perfect Protech centering. Perfect Protech action. Man, if I were right-handed, I'd probably have to own that. Super sweet. We'll call it excellent to near mint in box, handle wear noted, long discontinued, not a stock. I think they were $225 web retail when you could actually buy one. We ran this last week at $160, went to $150 for the weekend. This week's price, a steal, $140. Come on, boys. $160 if you'd like it sharpened. That's the TR2 20th anniversary Protech. What a beauty. Next up, sort of another Protech collab. This one does have the original sleeve. This was a special edition Les George SBR, which means short bladed rockeye in blue. Dealer exclusive for PVK. So Les George designed, blue handle, DLC finished 3V blade. Here you go. Whoops. Your closed length on the short or small blade rockeye is 3 7/8. Got your right hand tip up black pocket clip, all black hardware, button lock, side folding auto. Snappy Protech action. The DLC is a little blotchy. You could probably make that look a lot better with a little coat of oil wiped off. There's your Les George maker's mark. Blade steel is 3V, as I said. Blade length is 2 5/8. Lockup will be rock solid. Centering, right on the money. The action, pure Protech. There is some very slight handle wear. I mean, you really got to look for it on the corners. We'll call it excellent to near mint. Discontinued, not a stock. We ran this last week at $185, got no takers, dropped it to $170 for the weekend. It is still here. Let's go 160 this week. 180 if you'd like it with my edge. That's the SBR4 Blue Rockeye Small Blade and 3V from Protech and Les George. Next up, I got a disaster going on here, guys. From the Chavez Ultramar series. That doesn't help me much. What you have here is a Redemption 229 drop point in the rare blue anodized stonewashed titanium handle. Matching backspacer. Currently rocking the Mick Jagger skull clip in orange peel finish. And then you also get your grown-up clip that's also in orange peel titanium. Titanium frame lock with steel inserted lock face, 3 o'clock lockup, which I really like. The blade is a, what do you call that? A Dronto? So it's a compound grind drop point with a swedge in M390. 3 1/4 blade, 4 3/16 handle. Runs on ball bearings, opens with thumb studs. There is your lock engagement. Early, but quite secure. I'm going to say that edge has been touched up. Centering is perfect, and the action, beautiful. Yep. We'll say excellent to near mint. Out of stock at $375 web retail. I wrote goo on blade, and I think there was a little bit of it, like right there on the swedge. I couldn't get off. You probably can. But anyway. Out of stock at $375 web retail. We ran this last week at $230. On Thursday, dropped it to $210 for the weekend. This week, let's go $190 like it is. $215 with my edge. The Redemption 229 drop point in blue titanium from the Chavez Ultramar series. Next. Oh, come on, baby. It's a long reach over there. We got one from the PA X series. It is a Lanny's Clip front flipper scaled in black canvas micarta. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the Chinese-made, let's say, Western Hemisphere design knives, but this is a nice interpretation, I think. So it's a titanium bolster lock knife, and by bolster lock we mean that the titanium slabs have been milled out to accept the canvas micarta scales, but this is all one piece of titanium. And I like the bolster lock because it prevents death lock. So when you're trying to open the knife, if your fingers are residing in this area, you're not pressing on the lock bar. So anyhow, it is a front flipper, as I said. I will not embarrass myself. Good looking clip point, faithful to the Lanny's Clip by Tony Bose. Blade is M390. It is 3 1/8 inches in length. The handle is 4 inches. There's your lock engagement on the steel inserted titanium bolster lock. Pocket clip right hand tip up milled titanium. The screws are interesting. They look to be like a dark blue anodized titanium. I'm not sure if the pivot is also, but pretty cool. Lock up is rock solid. Ball bearing action feels great. Centering is perfect. We'll say this is excellent to near mint. And as I mentioned, this sort of coarse grinder satin has just picked up a little bit of blotchiness. You could probably make that look a little nicer, I guess. It's just been used a little. And there's some very fine trails in the bolster area. Out of stock at $274 web retail. We ran this last week at $190. It didn't sell. We dropped it to $175 for the weekend. This week's price, I think, kind of a steal. $165 like it is, $190 with my edge. The PA X Series Lanny's Clip. Next up, it is Christmas time, right around the corner, boys. So if you got a young a young guy, you'd like to get into the knife hobby, not spend a lot of money, here you go. It's from Civivi, and it is the C21006-DS1 Conspirator with a hand-rubbed Damascus blade and dark green canvas micarta handle scales, and a pretty cool knife, I got to say. Yes, that is dark green, not black. Nice canvas micarta. Pocket clip, black, ambidextrous, deep carry, tip up. Mechanism is a button lock flipper. And that Damascus is pretty good looking stuff, I gotta say. What would you call that? A swedged spear point with a fuller? Yeah, hand rubbed Damascus, they say. I'm sorry, I have visions in my head of an 8-year-old Chinese kid rubbing that blade. Anyhow, 3.5-inch blade, 4 5/8 handle. Lockup is rock solid. Ball bearing action is smooth and free. Centering will be perfect. We'll call it condition near mint in box. These are available new, I think still in stock, for $96 web retail. We ran this one last week at $70, got no takers, dropped it to $60 for the weekend. It's still here. Get some young kid his first pocket knife for Christmas for $50. All in, shipped priority mail. $70 if you like it with my edge. And by the way, a nice polished edge would look so good against that Damascus blade. The Conspirator from Civivi. Next, got one from Two Sun Knives made in Yangjiang, China. It's a TS204. I would call this a whimsical knife. White G10 scales. I said red liners yesterday, but it doesn't. It just has a little red G10 ring pivot collar. Carbon fiber bolsters. A beautiful stonewashed milled titanium clip that's going to be right hand only tip up. Titanium backspacer. It is a ball bearing flipper. And it's a worn foot sheep's cliff kind of affair. Some blotchiness on the blade. Probably from preservative that's congealed on there. Anywho, 3 1/8 blade, 4 3/16 handle, titanium liner lock with a beefy steel insert, about 40% lockup, rock solid. Ball bearings work great. Centering's perfect. We'll call it near mint in box. Out of stock. When these were available, they were $130 web retail. S90V blade. We ran this one last week at $75. Crickets. Went to $65 for the weekend. Still here. Your price this week is $55 like it is $80 with an ApostleP edge. The TS204 from Tucson. And next we had our last leftover from last week. And again, I'm kind of shocked. It's a Spyderco. It's the DLT exclusive Manix 2 with red G10 and a CPM 20 CV blade. But the red G10 scales are in the box, because the knife is wearing a set of orange G10 scales with what I would call a fine anso pattern. It's also wearing a Casey Lynch blasted deep carry titanium clip that in this configuration with these scales will be right hand tip up only. If you go back to the red, you can make it left-handed. The blade is 20 CV, 3 3/8 inches in length, 4 11/16 handle. Caged ball lock, rides on phosphor bronze washers. Yes, those are not ball bearings. Blade centers, what would I say? Very close. Favors the bottom scale as you're looking at it, just slightly. And the lockup, rock solid. We'll call it near mint in box. Long out of stock at DLT. We ran this at $190 last week, which, guys, that's about what these sell for without a custom scale set. Didn't sell, went to $180 for the weekend. It's still here. Somebody gets a steal on this knife this week. $170 like it is, $195 with my edge. The Mannix 2 red 20 CV plus custom scales from Spyderco. Next, as you guys know, I'm not a huge fan of Chinese knives, but I have a Kaiser here that's actually kind of cool. And this is an incorrect label. It's the right box, incorrect label just by one digit. It's actually a V3575A1, and these are the wrong trim elements. But it is a Kaiser Deviant, and this is kind of the coolest one. Copper bolsters, and they call this green linen micarta, but it ain't green. It's more of a rusty tan, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Not sure why they call it that. The pocket clip is deep carry, tumble polished steel, tip up right hand only. Going to be a stainless steel liner lock with a sheep's foot blade, a little bit of belly. M390 blade, 3-inch blade, 4 3/16 handle. There's your lock engagement. Robust stainless steel liners, rock solid. Ball bearings are beautiful. Centering's perfect. Opens with thumb studs, nice detent. We'll call this near mint, wrong box, barely. Discontinued and out of stock. When these were last available, they had a web retail price of $149. We're going to offer this one at $95 like it is. $120 with an ApostleP edge. That's the Deviant in micarta and copper from Kaiser. Next up, we have another one from Kaiser. This one is the KI 3569A2 October with that milled titanium scale set. I think this is the third one of these we've had in the last few months. I think it's right smart looking. The crosshatch milled titanium scale set. It is a steel inserted titanium frame lock. The pocket clip is titanium, right hand tip up deep carry, and you're going to see it's got some scuffs on it, as does that pivot and collar. Okay. And this has got that, what do they call it? I'll call it a tumbled DLC finish on the blade. And it's a little blotchy. It's got something going on down there, and not sure why. Blade length is 2 15/16. The steel is CPM 20 CV. The handle is 4 3/16. There is your lock engagement, close to 50%. Rock solid, nice forward finger choil. Ball bearing pivot works well. Centering will be perfect. We'll call this condition excellent to near mint. This knife currently available new for $174. Let's go $100 on this one, like it is $125 with an ApostleP edge. It's the October with the milled all titanium handle from Kaiser. Next up, another one from Kaiser. This is the model V4593 Charlie 1 Tozer K in Blue Canyon Rich Light. Very dark blue, very deep blue. Interesting mill pattern. Good looking material. Pocket clip ambidextrous, tip up deep carry. Knife opens with thumb studs. And the blade steel is 154 cm. Notice there is some spotting on the blade. Nice sheep's foot. 3 7/16 blade, 4 9/16 handle. Rock solid lockup. Ball bearing action is beautiful. Centering is perfect. We'll call it excellent to near mint. Really, other than a little bit of corner wear on the nose of the clip and those little rust spots. pretty squared away. So these are out of stock when they were available. They were $69 web retail. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail, $40. Like it is $60 with an Apostle P edge. That's the Tozer K from Kaiser. Next, we have one from the We Knife Company. It is the 19072-1 Roxy 3 in the gray all titanium handle and the gray stonewashed S35 VN blade. So like the whole knife is acid stonewashed lightly. Gorgeous milling, gorgeous hardware, beautiful right hand tip up pocket clip. Just showing a little bit of honest pocket wear. You can front flip it. And there's your sort of light acid stonewash blade in S35. The blade length is 3 1/8. The handle length is 4 1/16. It is a steel inserted titanium frame lock. The hardware is like bronze anodized. It might be titanium. There's your lock engagement. Man, only about 25%. Is it solid? Yes. Ball bearing's very smooth on this one. And the centering is very perfect. We'll call it near mint in box with slight pocket wear noted. You can still buy these. I think they're still making them. Web retail is $229. We shall offer you this one at $150 like it is. $170 if you'd like it with my edge. The Roxy 3 from We. Next. Civivi time. Model number C2002-8C-1. It is the Thug 2. Designed by Jeff Blauvelt of Tough Knives. Yes, we got a black G10 handle and a black stonewashed DLC coated Nitro V blade. This is a very grown-up design from Jeff, I got to say. Black G10 scales, ambidextrous tip up deep carry clip. Little bit of wear on that black clip. Knife opens with thumb studs. Right smartly as well. There's the Tough Knives maker's mark on the offside. Been used a little bit, got a little bit of edge wear. Stainless steel liner lock, locking up pretty early. It's kind of hard to see with all that black. There we go. Lockup is solid. Ball bearings work great. The centering is perfect. I'll call it excellent to near mint. Slight clip wear and some edge wear noted. These are $77 web retail. Let's go $45 all in, shipped priority mail on this one. $70 with my edge on that Tonto blade. I might recommend that on this knife, by the way. The Thug 2 from Civivi and Tough Knives. Next, got one from Migaron. The only identification is that model number, the MGR-616RD, which is their Barogi, B-A-R-O-G-I. Kind of cool. It reminds me of somebody, but I can't think who. It's almost got a little Brian Ty kind of thing going on. So, full titanium handle, glass beaded, red carbon fiber inlays, milled titanium right-hand tip-up pocket clip, and those thumb studs, I don't know if they're aluminum or titanium, but it's a beautiful blue ano. Let's see. Opens very nicely. What would you call that? Like a Harpoon California clip, maybe? The blade is also glass bead blasted. It's an M390. It's 3 9/16 inches in length. The handle's 4 3/4. Your lockup is at about 50% on your steel inserted titanium frame lock. It is rock solid. Ball bearings feel beautiful. Work beautifully. Blade centers perfectly. It is near mint in box. Very, very slight carry wear on this knife. Little ding there on the corner of the clip. Very slight. Out of stock at $135 web retail. This one can be yours, $80 all in, shipped priority mail, $105 with an Apostle P edge. The Pierogi from Migaron. Next up, we have one from M8 Knives. No sticker, no nothing on that box. The model is the Elgar. A beautiful knife. It's got just a little bit of carry wear. I think as I move the knife in the light, you can see it. In what they call a tan anodized titanium handle. Beautifully checkered. You've got a milled titanium pocket clip that also has a little wear near the tip of it. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. Your blade is not a drop point. I would call that a straight spine with an interesting slot. Opens with thumb studs. Blade is S90V. PVD coated blade, 3 7/16 inches in length. The handle's 4 9/16. There's the lock engagement on your steel inserted titanium frame lock. Looks like about 40%. Lockup is rock solid. Ball bearings are super smooth. There's your centering. It looks perfect to me. Oh, I don't know. Excellent to near mint. Slight carry wear noted. This knife out of stock at $190 web retail. Your price for this one, $100 like it is. $125 if you'd like it to come with an Apostle P edge, and next day sharpening is available. The Elgar from M8 Knives. Time to turn the page. Yes. Next up, we have a little Benchmade run coming at you. The first one is a Hunt Series knife, model number 15085-2, the Mini Crooked River in the sort of OG configuration. Diamond wood scales, natural hard anodized aluminum bolsters, orange pivot collars, orange backspacer, Parkerized split arrow clip ambidextrous tip up, axis lock mechanism, opens with thumb studs, rides on phosphor bronze, not a free dropper as currently adjusted, but eminently flickable. Blade steel is S30V. Blade length is 3 3/8. The handle's 4 1/2. The Mini Crooked River, one of my favorite EDC blades ever from Benchmade. Lockup, dead rock solid. Centering, your eyes do not deceive you, my friends. That's perfect blade centering from Benchmade. Condition like new in the box. Available new for a Benchmade MAP price, minimum advertised price, or a web retail of $300. Your price for this one, $195 like it is, $215 with an Apostle P edge. The Mini Crooked River from Benchmade. Next, we've arrived at the save me from myself moment in tonight's sale. I still don't own one of these. Black box Benchmade, model 570-1, Presidio 2, full size. Sporting the awesome CF Elite scales, a carbon-rich polymer. They're awesome scales. Lightweight, super strong. The best texture plan they've ever had on a Presidio. Doesn't shred anything. It's not heavy. Pocket clip, ambidextrous, deep carry, Parkerized butterfly clip. Axis lock mechanism. The blade, a luscious swedged spear point in S30V. 3 11/16 inches in length, 5 1/8 handle. Rock solid lockup. Free dropper to a point. There's a little bit of a tight spot. It needs to be used, guys. Blade centering, I'm going to call what did I call it? Close. Lock up dead rock solid. Condition is like new in box. This knife currently available at your favorite Benchmade retailing website for $200 plus tax. This one, $140 all in, shipped priority mail. With my edge, $160. Next day sharpening is available. That's the Presidio 2 and CF Elite from Benchmade. Next, oh, this is another save me from myself moment. Man. Another black box Benchmade. It's the 5371 BK-01 shootout drop point with the Ranger green handle. Grivery. This is nice work on the grivery. So you got this sort of Doppler looking diamond mill pattern back here, but it's not milled, it's all molded. And then the super like sandpaper like stippling. That is just awesome. Pocket clip is the deep carry butterfly, and it's ambidextrous. You got a carbide glass breaker. It is a dual action out the front automatic. Button effort medium. Reliability 100%. You got a sweet swedge drop point and CPM crew wear coated in DLC. Blade length is 3.5. The handle's 4 15/16. That dog will hunt, I'm telling you what. Yeah. We'll call it like new in the box. This model currently available for a web retail or a Benchmade map price of $325. And by the way, that can't be 3 ounces. If it is, I'd be shocked. I didn't look, but super lightweight auto knife. So $325 web retail. Let's go $220 on this one. $240 with my edge. Next day sharpening is available. Next, we have a Spyderco, and it's in the wrong box because it's not. Yeah, maybe it is right. Let me see. There's a blotch over this piece of Scotch tape. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's see here. I don't know. I think it might be the right box, but somebody's decided to magic marker over it. I can't get it off. Anyhow, should have left well enough alone. It's a pair of 3 murdered. Black G10. 4-way clip in black. Hardware in black. The blade. The Spidey clip. DLC coated in S45VN. Lockup. Rock solid. That's free drop in action, boys. And the centering, I don't know, I guess perfect would be okay. Yep. Like new, in box. Currently available for a Spyderco map price or web retail of $197. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail, $135 like it is, $155 with my edge. The pair of 3 murdered from Spyderco. Next, I got a Spyderco, but that is not a Spyderco box, and that's what it comes in. Oh yeah, it's the Smock. Scaled in carbon fiber over G10 laminate. Pocket clip, ambidextrous tip up, tumble polished. It is a flipper, or you can open it with a hole, and it's a compression lock operated by a button. These do ride on ball bearings. 3 7/16 blade, 4.5 handle. You got a little forward choil up here. Gorgeous hollow ground blade in S30V. And the lockup's perfect, and the centering is perfect as usual. Well, actually, yeah, it is. Close enough. Near mint, no box, currently available for $228 map price. Your price for this one, $175 like it is. $195 with my edge. That's the Smock from Spyderco. Next up, we have a super cool knife from Hogue. Save me from myself moment number 3. In the box, pouch is in there. Model number 24379 Deca. Manual folder in Magna Cut with polymer handle. But your polymer scales are inside a divided Ziploc from rcbladeworks.com, because it's not wearing those original scales, it's wearing these. Oh, now they call this, I'm going to get this wrong, blue linen myrite, I think, something like that. I don't know, it's like a linen micarta, but I see red, I see blue, I see tan. That's some pretty cool stuff. They get $100 a set for these scales, by the way. Yeah. So you got a pocket clip that would be ambidextrous tip up deep carry. It will be if you put the black scales back on. These custom scales are not milled out to accept the left-hand position. Some scuffs on the clip. You got your Able lock mechanism. You got your Ellen Eliszewicz designed clip point blade, saber ground and swedged with a nice little jimped thumb ramp. Rides on phosphor bronze, locks up rock solid, drops freely. Centering is, what did I call it? I guess I called it perfect. Near mint inbox, a little bit of clip wear noted. So this knife, by the way, in Magna Cut, has a web retail these days of $139, which is a steal. You buy this knife brand new. The scales are $100, so my consignor has $239 in this knife. We're going to offer this at $135 all in, shipped priority mail. $160 with an Apostle P edge. The Deca in Magna Cut plus custom scales from Hogue. Next up, we have one from ZT. Experience it. This is a cool knife, guys. Don't sleep on this. This is a super cool knife. It's the ZT0512 Auto. With, I guess, I'm going to call this natural canvas micarta and a bronze crewware blade. So let's look here. It's an auto knife side folder with a micarta scale, gold anodized titanium button ring, and it's a bronze anodized titanium frame side, so the mechanism is all housed in that side of the knife. Pocket clip is black, kind of a shorty, ambidextrous tip up. And there's more of that gold anodized titanium for your large standoff there. Button lock auto. Gorgeous clip point blade. They didn't say, when I looked, what this material is. It looks a lot like Cerakote, but it very much matches the frame. It is in CPM crewware. Blade length is 3 7/16. The handle is 4 9/16. Lockup is rock solid. Nice strong spring. Centering is perfect. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. So let's see. Like new in box. Available new for a ZT map price or a web retail of $320. Let's do this one at $225 like it is. $245 with my edge on that crewware blade. That's the ZT0512 Auto. Beautiful knife. And next up, we got another one from ZT. You guys are going to like this. So It's a ZT0562 all titanium Hinderer in Magna Cut. Finally, they did it. Yes. Stonewashed titanium on both sides. Ambidextrous tip-up deep carry clip. Steel inserted titanium frame lock with a Hinderer LBS. You will want to keep your fingers off the lock bar when you open this, or it will death lock on you. It's got a very firm detent. Your Magna Cut blade with that spiral flat slicer grind, a 3 5/8 inch blade, 4 11/16 handle. I'm going to say 30% on your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Centering is perfect. Condition is like new in the box. These are available new for a ZT map price of $312. Your price for this one, $225 like it is, $250 with my edge on the Magna Cut ZT0562 Ti. That's a beauty. Next up, Demco fans, pay attention. Come on, focus, baby. There. Yes. This is an AD20 OG full thickness, 180 thousandth stock. Oh, oops. And it's a shark foot. AD20, full size, full thickness, 3V blade, 3 7/16 inches in length, shark lock mechanism, handle 5 inches, pivot, ball bearings, opens with thumb studs, or you can just flick. I dig the shark lock, I really do. Oh, let's see, how's the lockup? It's a Demco, it sucks. It's perfect. Ball bearings work great. Centering is dead down the middle. Your condition will be near mint to like new in box. Long out of stock. When you could buy these new, they were $450. Sold listings on eBay. I actually found one shark foot and I think one drop point. They were $350 and $425 sold on eBay. Don't know if either one of them was in this good a condition. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail, right-hand tip-up only, by the way, as the custom shop Demcos were. Ready? $325 all in, shipped priority mail, $345 with my edge. There's a piece of American-made knife history right there, boys. Next up, dang it, save me from myself again. We have for you a plastic Ziploc baggie. The least interesting part of this sale item. This, guys, is a special, special knife. It is the Protech Emerson Auto CQC7 Tonto in the battle-worn green jigged aluminum scales. Look at that. Beautifully milled with a seemingly random jig pattern, hard anodized green, and then lightly tumbled. Yes, you will not have to worry about marking it up. It's already done. You've got a black clip, right-hand tip-up deep carry, side-folding button lock auto, with that there blade. It is 154 cm, satin flats, DLC everywhere else, all DLC on the back. It is in 154 cm. The blade length is 3 1/4. The handle is 4 11/16. Button lock mechanism, automatic, snappy, solid lockup. And because it's chisel ground, it'll be hard to see this, but the centering is perfect. The condition, I don't know. Is it near mint? Is it like new? I don't know. Let's see. Does it have any edge wear? Oh, it might have been touched up, maybe. I don't know. It's very bitey. I think it has been touched up. Maybe stropped. Anyway. These are out of stock. When they were available new, they were $225. Can't buy a new one. Let's go $175 on this one. Shipped priority mail. $200 with my edge. Next day sharpening is available. The Protech Emerson Auto CQC7 Tonto in battle worn green. That is a piece of work. Next up, oh, another yummy one. Another yummy one. It's a Microtech. Model number is 210T-11 APP-MBK. It's an MSI Microtech standard issue. Single edge tri-grip with black polymer tri-grip scales and an apocalyptic partially serrated blade. But, there are the black scales. Because this knife is wearing a set of custom burlap micarta scales. Stunning. Stunning. So let's take a look. Looks like there might be a little bit of wear in the apocalyptic finish on that clip. It does have the birth date, January of 2024. It uses the, what do they call it? Ram lock, which is a lot like the Benchmade Anthem axis lock with the coil spring cartridge system. You can fling it. You can open it with the hole. The blade is in M390MK, 3 7/8 inches in length. Satin flats, apocalyptic bevels and swedge, partially serrated with a nice long run of both plain and serrated. The handle's 5 1/16. The pocket clip is ambidextrous deep carry tip up with fill tab. And nice that the custom scale maker made the scales to accommodate the lefty. So let's see. Lock up, dead rock solid. Ball bearing action is beautiful. Centering is we'll call that perfect. Why not? Near mint inbox. So the price of this knife in the polymer scale configuration is $183 web retail. And I don't know what brand these scales are, but let's figure $60. So you'd have $243 all in. And I don't know if there's going to be another one like it. Pretty cool. Your price, $180 like it is, $205 with an ApostleP edge. The MSI single edge tri-grip plus custom burlap scales for Microtech. And it's the Rob's pick tonight. That's just a cool knife. 205 with my edge, by the way. Next day sharpening is available. Next up, we have one from Rick Hinderer Knives, made in the USA. I've never had one of these in my hand, but what a cool knife. It is the Project X. An S45 VN clip point blade, tri-way pivot, stonewash finish, black G10 scale. There you go. The hardware is very cool. I didn't measure the hex, but if you have any Chris Reeve knives with the adjustable pivot that takes the big Allen wrench, that's the same. Because I slipped a Chris Reeve Allen wrench in there. Whatever that is. Is it 4 millimeters maybe? 3? I don't know. 3.5, whatever. But wait, there's more. You don't need to dig out your Chris Reeve Allen wrench because it has the Hinderer MBS modular back spacer. And it comes out, and look, it's got a little coil spring that won't fall out. And your disassembly tool is the back spacer. Yes, it is. Look at that. Yeah. That's pretty cool stuff, guys. Let's see if I can get this in there. Yeah, and the spring holds it with tension against the hardware, so it will not pop out. Very cool. Okay. The rest of the stuff, pretty standard Hinderer. The hardware is so beefy. You got your standard Hinderer clip, right-hand tip-up only. Steel inserted titanium frame lock with Hinderer lock bar stabilizer. It is a ball bearing flipper as currently configured because it has a tri-way pivot. Look at that stunner. Kind of got a little sog thing going on. Very high flat grind, skinnier behind the edge than I think any Hinderer I've ever put in my hand. Blade length is 3 5/8. The handle is 5 inches. It's beautiful in the hand. I mean, beautiful, beautiful in the hand. There's your lock engagement on your steel inserted titanium frame lock. Blade centering would be, well, it's a Hinderer. What would you expect? It's like new in the box. They are out of stock. When they were available, they had a web retail of $500. Your price on this beauty, $450 like it is, $475 with my edge. And by the way, just in case you were wondering, there are no stop lugs because it's all internal. The stop pin is internal through a slot in the blade tang, I believe. So you'll see no stop pin here, anywhere. That's a cool knife, guys. Anyway. $450 like it is, $475 sharpened on the Protech X from Hinderer. Next up, this item is going to come in a polymer bag, which might be the factory bag for this item. It is from Hinderer, but it's not a knife. It is a standard finished, textured, genuine Rick Hinderer titanium scale for a 3.5 inch XM18 in like new condition, in baggy. These are currently out of stock on Hinderer's website. You might be able to find one somewhere. It'll be $200 if you do, or buy this one, all in, shipped priority mail, $135. The Hinderer genuine titanium scale for an XM18 3.5 inch. No need to sharpen. Next up, the Hinderer party rolls on. The knife inside this box is an Eclipse 3.5 inch and S45 VN spear point tri-way pivot, stonewashed bronze frame with translucent green or jade G10 scale. You know I love me some jade G10. Bright hardware. Oh, doesn't that look good together? Doesn't that look good together? Bearings are installed in this tri-way pivot. There's your blade. What a stunner. Blade length is 3 9/16. The handle's 4 3/4. You got a titanium frame lock, steel inserted. You got a Hinderer lock bar stabilizer. Locking up at, I'm going to say 48%. I don't know. Rock solid lockup. Beautiful ball bearing action. Perfect blade centering. Yep, it's all there. I'll say near mint to like new in box. These are out of stock. When last available, they were $425 web retail. Your price for this one, $375 all in, shipped priority mail, $400 with my edge on that S45 blade. Next day sharpening is available. Next, our last Protech of the night. It is sort of the OG Malibu. It's the 5203 Malibu flipper. All murdered, 20 CV blade, reversed Honto. You'll see some very fine trails in that handle. It's probably been in the pocket for 1 or 2 days. Right hand tip up, deep carry clip in black. Button lock, ball bearing flipper. DLC blade in 20 CV. Blade length 3 5/16. Handle 4 3/16. Lockup, rock solid. Action is beautiful. Centering is as well. Near mint in box. Let's see, out of stock when last available. These were $240 web retail. Let's go $175 on this one. $200 with an Apostle P edge. The 5203 Malibu Flipper, all black, and 20 CV from Protech. Next, our last Microtech tonight. It is a model 231-10 MR UTX 85 single edge stonewash standard blade. The MR stands for Merlot. It is the Merlot handle. A beautiful color on this knife. Hard anodized 6061 T6 aluminum. I don't know that I see a mark in the handle. There is a scuff on the clip right there. Serial number is 84874, birth date August of 22. Your blade is in Bowler M390, stonewash swedge and primary bevel, satin flats. Button effort, medium, 100% reliable. Near mint inbox, clip scuff noted. This knife is out of stock. When last available, they were $262 web retail. Let's go $175 on this one. $200 if you would like it with my edge on that M390 blade. The UTX 85 single edge in Merlot from Microtech. Next, a Spyderco. Little native compression lock, black G10, ambidextrous deep carry, tip up wire clip. The blade is in S30V, and you will see right there a little nick. It's a factory second for some reason, and frankly, I'll be doggone if I can figure out why. It centers beautifully. It locks up beautifully. It's nearly a free dropper. The condition, I'm going to call near mint, no box. It is a factory second. So if this were a first quality knife at a retailer, MAP price, web retail would be $165. Your price on this one, $85 like it is, $105 with my edge. Little native, compression lock, factory second from Spyderco. That's a buy, boys. Next, our last Spyderco tonight. Oh, it's just a Shaman plain. Just a plain Shaman. A plain Jane, a PJ. Black G10, satin finished. Beautifully radiused handle. 4-way clip and sort of that acid stone wash like the Shaman always has. Opens with a hole. Stonewash blade in S30V. Blade length 3 9/16. Handle 4 11/16. Compression lock mechanism. Rock solid lockup. Nearly free dropping blade. Centering's perfect. We'll say it's near mint in box. Currently available. If you want to buy a new one, you just go to Blade HQ or Knife Ship Free or GP Knives. Pony up $270 plus tax and she's yours. Or buy this one, all in, shipped priority mail, $195, like it is, $215 with an Apostle P edge. The Plain Jane Shaman from Spyderco. Next day sharpening is available. Next, we got a rare appearance, not the knife, but a rare appearance. It's a Tops knife with a box. Holy moly. I don't know if I can get the label up to the screen. It's the Silent Hero with smooth handles in sniper gray. Okay. Comes in a rather stunning leather sheath. with paracord lanyard and a whistle. Yeah. Inside the sheath is this. That is Sniper Gray Cerakote. Thank God. Because a lot of the coatings or finish treatments Tops uses do not prevent rust. This will. And the blade is 1095, 6.5 inches, and they call it the hunter's point, believe it or not. Okay. The handle is smooth, but has a little bit of profiling going on. Black canvas micarta. I don't know, maybe it's linen. I don't know. It's a very fine canvas. If it's canvas. Got some dark red liners. The handle length is 5 1/4. I'll call it near mint to like new in box. This model currently available for web retail of $185. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail, $140. And this will cost a little bit of postage, guys, just so you know, on our end, right? $170 with my edge, the silent hero from Tops. Next, a fixed blade from them guys, the elite grade, which I believe means it's made in America. Is that correct? I don't know. But it's an elite grade. It's the Ronin Shinto black blade, flat dark earth scales, nylon sheath. So here's your sheath. Looks to be fully Molle compatible, or you can rock it on a belt. Nice cross strap and snap, very much like the Benchmade, like the sheath you would get with an Infidel. Very easy to access, even with gloves, because of that folded nylon. Beautiful. And it's got an insert, and I think the insert is lined. It is. I think you can see it. It's like a felt lining in that polymer insert. Very, very nicely done sheath. Oh, then there's that. Yeah. They call it Spyderco. Spyderco. Flat dark earth. CPM Magna Cut. Swedged recurve spear point. 5 11/16 blade. 4 7/8 handle. That is a black micarta mill textured. Full tang knife lanyard. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Near mint in box. Currently available brand new for $390. Web retail. This one can be yours for $250 all in, shipped priority mail. $285 with my edge. That's the Ronin Shinto from Spartan Blades. Listen to how this goes in. Silent. Beautiful. Next up, we got the last knife in tonight's sale. It's from Giant Mouse. The model is the GMF4-Red-PVD. And because it's made in Italy, it also has a beautiful Italian leather sheath. I mean, beautiful. Dang. Inside is a knife. Look at that stunner. This is bladed in Bowler N690. Blade length is 5 5/8 inches of clip point awesomeness. Beautiful little 2 runs of jimping. One if you're back here and one if you're up here. Tumbled PVD finish, full tang construction, crowned spine. Made in Italy. Red canvas micarta scales, removable. Gorgeous in the hand, in any grip. Like new in box. Available new for a web retail of $265. We'll offer you this one at $185 all in, shipped priority mail. $215 with my edge. That is the GMF4 with red handles and PVD blade from Giant Mouse. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of another weekly knife sale on the Apostle P channel. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. This was a fun one. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Now commence to clicking. I'll talk to you soon.